Yeah.
I'm going to make this quick. I lost my lawsuit to Anthony Fantano, but the reality is it makes me happy. Let's get into it. For some of you guys that don't know, Anthony Fantano is a music critic, and he goes online and he judges music out of a scale of 1 to 10, which he...
We're going to stop him right there because we're reacting. Just so you guys know, my thoughts on Anthony Fantano. And let me know in the comments, is Ronnie choppy right now or is he crystal clear? Because I want to know, is the audio good? There's people in the chat. Interact. Let me know how the audio is. We're trying to do a live reaction on YouTube. We don't do this often. But I personally am not a fan of Anthony Fantano. When he first started YouTube, I liked him for the first couple of years, and then he lost me. I felt like he started me trying to be controversial, hating albums that everyone loves, you know what I mean? And just because people love an album doesn't mean that you have to love the album, but there was albums in the past that really I thought he would have been raving over, you know what I mean? Like just saying how amazing they were. And he was completely dogging them, like West Side Gun's Pray for Paris. Amazing album. And I think that I think a lot of content creators do like almost like a rage bait kind of thing where they know they're going to trigger people by hating on him. You know, I'll probably get more views if I wasn't saying I liked, Ronnie Radke, but I'm not that kind of person, man. You know, I grew up in the 90s, bro. You know, I know I look damn good, but I grew up, I'm just kidding, but I grew up in the 90s. Like, we don't do that. We don't do that type of activity, man. You know what I mean? So, like, that's sucker shit, you know, and being a sucker nowadays is accepted in a lot of the younger generation. Not everyone, but that's not cool. We got to eliminate that. And that's why I'm always supporting Ronnie, and I always have his back on this channel. I actually invited him to this show last minute. We'll see. Maybe he'll pop up, man. He's very heavy on that on social media. Maybe we'll see him backstage. Let's hope. Whatever the case is, let's continue.
He rarely gives anybody a 10. I don't think he's ever given anybody a 10. That's neither here nor there. The reason why I'm making this video is because I sued Anthony Fantano, and my lawyers told me there's a small chance you will win this. But that's not why I sued him. I sued him so I could make this video right now. Because what better time to make this video than right now, in the midst of Anthony Fantano being accused of being a racist.
Called Ian a
Let's get into it. Anthony Fantano made a video about me a long time ago called This Guy Sucks.
I heard about this. Someone was talking about this, and I think it may have been DJ Academics. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. I was wondering, why is he doing this? Why is he making a video on Falling in Reverse's page? This is going to get really juicy. Pause. Very controversial, for sure. I seen this late last night. You know when you're looking on your phone before you go to bed, you're half in the bed, you're about to go to sleep. I remember seeing something about this. Let's go.
That's not why I sued him. I sued him so I could make this video right now. Because what better time to make this video than right now, in the midst of Anthony Fantano being accused of being a racist.
Called Ian a
Let's get into it. Anthony Fantano made a video about me a long time ago called This Guy Sucks. This is after multiple times of him making videos about judging my songs and saying how bad I am and how it's the worst thing ever, blah, blah, blah. Like he normally does. Rage bait. So he made a video finally about how I suck, and the reason why I suck is for all these reasons. I'm going to get into it right now. We're going to react to it right now, actually.
What a coward. And anyone defending this man or acting like he's cool, probably a coward too.
People that defend me are cowards, according to Anthony Fantano.
Like,
I hope that I don't get roasted for reacting to a reaction of a reaction. This is crazy. But yo, we cover a lot of his content, man. Let me back it up just a tiny bit. Pause. Let's go.
he's cool, probably a coward too.
People that defend me are cowards, according to Anthony Fantano.
Like Ronald's content there, that's his intellectual property. He should be able to say whether or not it turns up in Brad's YouTube video, so on and so forth. Yeah, but here's the thing. Brad's content does technically fall under
So they're mad because they think that I'm trying to take down this guy Brad's music. And the reality is so many streamers that stream my music on Twitch and stuff have had the music taken down. He's also accusing me of doing all this, which I didn't do. By the way, Brad Taste is now got in trouble for domestic violence.
Wow.
That one, huh? Apparently, allegedly, I suppose. That's what I read.
You know, Ronald is one of those controversial figures in rock music who likes to, tout himself as like a free speech kind of guy. He's shooting from the hip. He's telling it like it is. He may have said some things in the past that don't play all that well today, but he's grown. He's changed. You can't hate people over it.
What did he say in the past that was so terrible? Because I don't know of anything that Ronnie said in the past that was terrible. Chat, how's the audio? I see there's people in here. Interact, baby. We live. This is a live show. Let me say what's up to y'all. Let's go. Don't be shy.
Old tweets. He's not with all that cancel culture crap.
Well, that's crazy, Anthony. Aren't you getting canceled for saying the N-word and laughing at Trayvon Martin after he died or something? That's allegedly. This is all debunked. I believe that Anthony Fantano came out, and if I'm wrong, you could correct me. He came out and apologized a long time ago about this, and it's being revamped, I suppose.
Oh, okay. So, like, the cancel culture is coming after him? Is that what's going on? Let me know, chat. Let me know, playbackers. We'll get more people on the playback of this. Because, yeah, as I said, I heard something about this late last night. Let's continue.
He's getting absolutely obliterated on it. And I thought the perfect time to do this was right now was because the audacity for him to make, how long is this video? 10 minute video, just so he can make money off of me. Yeah. The audacity to make a 10-minute video on how things I did 10 years ago are bad and stuff like that. When you right now, sir, being judged for something you did a long time ago.
However, over the years that he's been in the music industry, Ronald has shown no growth, change, or maturity. Any shittiness.
That's wrong.
Sir, I've been sober for almost 18 years. I came from the bottom to the top. I'm one of the biggest rock bands right now. Mentally, spiritually, and physically, I am in the best shape I've ever been. I have changed immensely, Anthony. And I think the reason why I don't like you amongst a lot of other people is because you use my name to get clicks and views so you can pay your rent. You're biased and you judge and you're pretentious. I believe you're the most pretentious person on the internet. I'm not kidding. It's almost like you gloat and you act like your opinion is better than everyone else's opinion. This is just what I see at face value. I could be completely wrong because...
No, I don't mean to cut him off, but I agree with him because as I was saying earlier on the stream, when he first started, right, Anthony Fantano was very likable. And I think that was because he wasn't as comfortable as he is now. You know, he's very successful right now. I mean, very, very successful. And to be honest with you, Anthony Fantano talking about Ronnie is helping Falling in Reverse. And he may not like that. He will not like me saying that. But let me explain. And if he still doesn't like it, one thing about me, I'm not here to kiss no one's butt on here. I'm trying to, but I'm not here for that. As much as I am a fan and I like how he portrays himself, and I like his mind. He paused, by the way, but he's a smart dude, Ronnie Radke. But when Anthony Fantano's talking about you, it's giving a lot of promotion to you. There's a lot of people that may not have known about Falling in Reverse. Anthony Fantano is a big YouTube channel. Let's not get it effed up. I'm saying to the audience, not necessarily Ronnie. Like, it's great when Anthony's talking about you, and he knows that though, Ronnie.
On the inside, deep down, me and you are very similar because we said some things that we should never have said in the past and done some things that we shouldn't have. Except I understand that you did that, but you don't understand that I did that, and you don't realize that it's okay that you can grow and change. So the bottom line is here, the bad person in my opinion is you, because I don't use people for clicks and views to make money. You do it negatively. You don't care if it hurts their feelings. You don't care if it makes their fans mad. You do it on purpose.
And hurt their pockets too, right? Because I'm sure that, or maybe negative publicity. They say there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Too. I don't mean to interrupt, but look, we have his video in the description. It's a reaction video. I'm just reacting to what Ronnie's saying. Keep that in mind for people frustrated. Why you keep stopping it? We're reacting and we're live. Let's go.
Because I don't use people for clicks and views to make money. You do it negatively. You don't care if it hurts their feelings. You don't care if it makes their fans mad. You do it on purpose to make money.
Or narcissism he may have been exhibiting in the past.
Narcissism in the past. Do you understand that 1% of people have narcissism? This is absolutely. This guy is just out.
And let me speak about that too. You know, I notice most people that are always throwing around that word so loosely, narcissism, they're usually bitches. Usually bitches. Like real bitches. And they're usually the ones that are that word. You know what I mean? Like a lot, especially females, like they use that all the time to try to get over and try to paint a negative picture on men all the time, bro. And there's so many women that are narcissists. I honestly think there's just as many women as men that are narcissists. And I may piss off some women saying that, but I think they know that it's the truth. That's why it may piss them off. Let's continue.
When he might have said something terrible 10 years ago is surely still being exhibited now. You don't even need to go into the old things Ronald Radke has said and done because he's doing and saying just as terrible things today, whether he's using his Twitter page to harass and shut down people, trying to talk about their experiences having been sexually assaulted. And he doesn't do the same thing that maybe some other artists do when they're hit with similar allegations. They might make a statement. They might apologize. They might disappear into the shadows, never to be heard from again because they're cowardly pieces of shit. But no, not Ronald. Ronald doubles down and sues.
This is why I sued you, Anthony. You're making it seem like I doubled down on actual gang rape and sued somebody to silence them.
That's crazy.
That is why I'm suing you. That's why I sued you. The audacity. If I was in front of you right now, dude, listen to what I'm saying right now. The audacity for you to imply that I literally gang raped somebody and doubled down by suing them. Anthony, let me give you a little backstory on that situation. 1 hour after we were accused, by the way, because it was gang rape, that's what they're saying. We were accused. We were brought to the station. We were not arrested. 1 hour. Remember this, 1 hour.
Oh, I remember this part. This gets a little graphic right here, I think. He had to do all types of nasty stuff, man, which is whack. Because he was found not guilty of this. There was no proof of this. But having to deal with that is crazy.
We were brought to the station. We were not arrested. We were questioned, and guess what they did? They pulled my pants down. They grabbed my dick, took a swab.
Yeah, this is a crazy story. Chat, can you guys hear him well? I want to make sure you could hear him well. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Pause. Is he choppy at all? We never really go live on this channel. We usually pre-record, but I wanted to do something different today. And if you like this, smash that and interact in the chat, please.
Remember this, 1 hour. We were brought to the station. We were not arrested. We were questioned, and guess what they did? They pulled my pants down. They grabbed my dick, took a swab, DNA tested it, and then 1 hour later came back and said, there is no DNA found on you or her. There's a 0% chance of you ever doing anything like this. You are free to go. So, Anthony, you understand how traumatizing that could be for somebody that would never do something like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, chat, let me know, and playbackers too, because I know we'll get more people on the playback, because I didn't promote this live. Even if you're not guilty of it, going to the police station and being accused of something that serious is gotta be scary. Because, you know, what if for some reason, first of all, you don't know what they're going to do, right? This isn't something, well, now I know if I ever got accused of it, and you do too, because it happened to Ronnie and he's sharing his experience. But you don't know what's going to happen when you go in there. It's got to be terrifying. Who wants to go to a freaking police station or a courthouse? I mean, all that, and he didn't even do anything. That's whack. It's got to be traumatizing. It is. If he would say that wasn't traumatizing at all, I'd say you're an effing liar, Ronnie. And clearly it is, because the way he's speaking on it, it's pretty clear. I may be wrong, but I think most of you will agree with me. I don't think anyone would be like, oh yeah, I just had to go to court and be violated and have to take out my freaking private part and get swiped. Who wants to do that, right? No one. Who, like, I wouldn't want to do that. Unless you're some kind of weirdo with some type of fetish, who wants to do that shit? No one, right? So that whole experience is crappy, and Anthony should know better because he knew that he was not found guilty or even taken in after they did that DNA test. And for him to use that as content is really, really some dirtbag shit, right? Or am I wrong? Talk to me.
Right, Anthony. So the problem that I'm having here is you're bringing up stuff that is so traumatic, not only to me and to victims that actually were sexually assaulted, and you got girls like that lying. So yeah, I doubled down and I sued the shit out of her and I won. And that's the reason why I'm suing you, is just so I can talk about this topic. Crazy. It's the audacity, the pretension.
And that's another reason why we support Ronnie on this channel, because he sticks up for so many men that go through a lot of BS with women. We started this about 2 years ago with some girl who used to roll with the Kardashians that started trying to line him up and get him in all types of BS. I know me, I've dealt with some crazy women in my life, man. Nothing like this, but different type of stuff where it's like they always try when they get scorned. Some women, not all, but some women, I think it's because of social media and maybe they're watching all these stupid reels giving them these ideas and all this crap. I don't know what it is. But they think that they could lie and do all types of stuff and get away with this stuff. And he started, putting his business out there, his dirty laundry, which wasn't even his dirty laundry. It was him being accused of crap, and he had to go wash his effing laundry in front of everyone. Because, look, he's an entertainer. If your name has got dirt put on you, if you don't clean up that mess online, then people are going to say, oh, he's not even defending himself. He's freaking guilty. You know what I mean? So you have to defend yourself. But Ronnie takes it to a whole nother level. And I would too if I was Ronnie. It's a good thing that I'm not a famous musician, yet. We'll see in the future. But, it's effing crazy, bro, like this whole shit. Let's go.
The gloating,
had domestic violence charges too against him, which were ultimately dismissed. True, but the fact that all of this behavior is piling up here.
If it was dismissed, why are you even mentioning it, right? Like, this is hoe activity, like crazy.
Is quite sussy-wussy.
Sussy-wussy is what he says. Quite sussy-wussy. Anthony, for the life of you, have you ever just thought about not being a biased piece of fucking shit, bro? And trying to look at the good in people?
Or even hopping on Twitter to be transphobic or poke.
Transphobic. So the last 5 music videos, I've had 2, 3, 4 trans people total working on them, either at my house, watching me take my clothes off and putting clothes on me in my music videos. I'm so tired of this transphobic rhetoric that you guys try to spew, because I think that they thems is like a weird terminology, and why should I call you a they them if it's like fucking has nothing to do with being trans in the first place? They them.
And there's people that are very passionate about that they them thing. And look, you like what you like, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not used to that, and I think it's because of my age too. Like, I'm around the same age as Ronnie. But some people just use that they them shit, and they expect everyone to just be on board and even understand it. I still don't understand they them, because isn't they them plural? And this isn't, I don't want to offend no one, but I still don't understand. Please, someone explain it to me in the comments and in the chat, because I still don't understand it, If you're trans, you're transgender. If you're straight, you're straight. If you're gay, you're gay. I mean, I understand all that, but the they-them shit is confusing, man. I'm effing confused.
Or non-binary means you are not of two things, male or female. So how can that make you trans? And what is wrong with that? If I don't believe that trans people should compete in women's sports or being put in women's prisons, or trans people in the bathroom with my 6-year-old daughter at the time going to the bathroom, what is wrong with that? That doesn't make me transphobic. It makes me have common sense. And Anthony, you're just on your soapbox, standing up and just doing that fucking thing you're doing, dude. It's almost like you have a lot of secrets that you don't want people to know about. That's what it seems like.
Fun at the idea of black people receiving reparations. What's funny about this is that
that's a joke. That's a joke. I'm not racist. I have one black friend.
Jesus
he's
Christ.
Throwing this kind of rhetoric,
and that's him being that's sarcasm, guys. That's another thing. People lost the whole idea of sarcasm. Like, what happened to that? Like, sarcasm. Hello? He's trying to joke around, but I have one black friend. It's sarcasm, guys. Relax.
And this is the sort of thing were it any rock star who actually makes good music, the Right Wing and Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh, whoever it is.
You see how he's making it a political thing now? That's what people like him do, right? They try to grab something that has nothing to do with politics, like, you know, what you identify as, and then they push it to a political agenda, which should have nothing to do with that. Like, it really shouldn't. And tell me why I'm wrong. Enlighten me. Maybe I'll learn something. It's okay to not agree with me. You don't have to be like, well, F Delz. I would love to know. Maybe you can explain to me what I'm not seeing, and maybe I will see it too. Let's continue.
The crazy thing about this, Anthony, is that you force people left and right, dude. I am not a political person.
I hate politics.
Shut the fuck
too.
up, dude. You're so fucking stupid. You constantly, literally use left and right and Democrat and Republican against each other, just like the rest of these pieces of shit.
And that's what you call one word, media. That's what the media does. That's why the media has a job. If everyone agreed with everything, then there wouldn't be media. You know what I mean? That's why the media hates people like me, people that report stuff on and have like platforms like this, which we normally do stuff like this that's a little more on the spicier side of things at the Delz Show. This is Delz Reacts, the Delz Show, by the way. But like, everything should not go to a political stance. But when you're someone like Anthony Fantano, it seems to always get brought to a political stance. You know what I mean? And then that's when other people that may be like lefties, in this case, I would say, oh yeah, he is right. And then they're like almost like following everyone like sheeps. And I'm not just saying just the left are like that. The right moves one way with a herd, and then the left does too. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying which one is right and which one is wrong, but what does this have to do with politics right here? Like transgender talk and they, them. What does that have to do with politics? It's very confusing to me.
Musician, been doing it 25 years. I do almost everything on my own with one other person in the room with me at all times. I'm fucking well-rounded musician. I have nothing to do with fucking politics. I made one song called Zombified because we were all trapped in our houses and forced to take a vaccine. That was a really scary time, and I was really pissed at the government. And now you're taking all this shit and forcing this left and right bullshit. We're tired of it. A lot of us are tired of this shit, man. It's not just me.
Would be jumping on top of it, desperate to like interview him and like put a mic in his face and like, it'd be like, yeah, this is our guy. Look at our guy.
And guess what? All these people, all these left and right people are jumping on top of me doing interviews with me. And have I ever done one? Have I ever done one? Go try to find one fucking interview where I'm talking about any politics with any type of fucking political figure. And you won't
respect, because no one wants to hear what the hell musicians have to say about politics. And I will say, for me, since I was a young boy, it always cringed me when I would see on like MTV, VMAs, and you would have bands start freaking talking about politics. Like, man, shut the fuck up, man. No one wants to hear that. We're listening to music to get off of that shit. Unless your music has to do with politics, we don't want to hear about that shit. Well, I don't. Maybe you do. Talk to me. Let's go.
Because guess what? I don't believe in that shit.
Transphobia is like the new flavor of the month. Meanwhile, Ronald's over here in the corner like, guys, I can be transphobic.
Bro, do you see this guy? How does anybody take this fucking guy serious,
I
man?
don't know
There's no way,
anymore.
dude.
I used to
this
like
dude's got some fucking secrets, dude. Look at him. Look at this dude.
Too. Like one time when he was arrested at a New Jersey music festival performance for throwing not one, not two, not three, but 4 microphone stands into the crowd, injuring a few concert goers in the process. 2 people were struck in the head. One of them was a 16-year-old girl. Even though Ronnie did this and he got arrested, it's like dead to rights. And apparently, you know, this person had to be paid. Yeah, despite...
Yo, I mean, I'm not saying that's right and all, but like, this is what rock stars be doing, reckless stuff. When did rock stars become like goody two-shoe people that don't break the rules? Like, what, like, I grew up like with like Motley Crue and all these badass people that did all this type of crazy activity. And I'm not saying it's right to do this shit, but like, I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, it's just so weird how like people put rock stars on these pedestals where they're all supposed to be like freaking role models and shit like that. And I seen something recently where he was throwing like blow up microphone stands into the crowd. That's brilliant, man. I'm not saying it's right, but it's funny how things are nowadays. It's like people are looking so hard to just cancel people, and I'm not saying that even throwing microphone stands is rock and roll, but when we're like big rock stars, like these goody two-shoe politically correct people that were angels and never did anything wrong or F up, you know what I mean? That's what attracts a lot of us to them and gets interested to them. I'm not saying attracted in a physical. I'm just saying like we're like, yo, what the hell is with this dude? This dude's throwing shit in there like they nuts, you know? They trash their hotels. Not necessarily saying Ronnie Radke, but it's just like why does society in 2024, 2025 make it like rock stars are these big angel like sweethearts that never do anything wrong and they have to be perfect all the time? This is aggressive fucking music, right? And it like it's odd to me. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. And I'm not glorifying it. I'm not saying it's right. I want to make that clear, all right?
Yeah, and I'll fucking do it again.
Manipulative.
Sarcasm.
Take advantage of you in any way that he can. Piece of shit.
Take advantage of you in any way you can, piece of shit. Anthony, that's literally you. You take advantage of hardworking artists and utilize their star power and their record sales and their likes and all their fans and all their haters so you can make money, so you can pay your rent. You pay your rent off of the hatred you spew, Anthony. You're literally a hypocrite, and now you're being called out for being a racist. And I think it's really fucking funny, man. I think it's one of the funniest things ever. Actually, I don't think it's funny. I actually feel bad. I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm not really used to doing this like you are. So, you know, this is going to be all over the place. But I think it's really, really fair to say, Anthony, that checkmate, man. Checkmate. Yeah, I went into this lawsuit suing you because of this video and all this stuff. Look at this, allegedly across the thing, like across the thing. This is what he does. This is his.
That's because you know why he did that? Because I've done it before also. I think he does it because he realizes that he could get in hot water for saying something, so he throws that in there. Will we get more of this from Ronnie? Well, is this the beginning of Ronnie doing more YouTube like this? Let me know that too. Commenters, chat, and please, once again, smash that. Lets me know to do more of this. Been doing a lot of shorts and not many reactions because we're just not getting the same kind of interaction. So please interact as much as you can. Let's go.
Thing. I went into this lawsuit and I was like, hey, and my lawyer's like, you're not going to win this. And I'm like, I don't care. And it's all for this, man. So Anthony, I know you're watching this. I know you're probably getting a lot of shit for being racist or whatever they're saying you are. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think Anthony's racist. I don't. I think Anthony Fantano said a bunch of weird, stupid shit, just like me. And I don't think Anthony is a gang rapist. I don't think Anthony is a domestic violence person.
Okay.
I don't think Anthony is all those things. You know what I do think Anthony is? I think Anthony's a pretentious, insecure little baby that utilizes people for money so he can pay his rent in a negative way. That's what I think, and that's what his YouTube has become. It's one of those things. So with that said,
key word. Become, because his YouTube used to be fantastic in my opinion. Now this is my opinion. This is a reaction show. It's called Delz Reacts. For any pricks out here that's like, oh, well, why do you keep stopping it? It's a reaction channel. Read, dummy. You want to watch the full Ronnie video? I have it linked in the description, along where you could go see him live too. Hopefully I could get tickets to this damn show too. I want to go see him live. Let's go.
Out there that's watching this that has anything that they want to say, negative, good, comment below, because I would love to open up this discussion on how it's okay for these people to regurgitate like this alleged narrative that I'm a terrible person that gang rapes people and is transphobic and homophobic and racist. He thinks I'm racist. It's like it's funny. I don't know, man. I just really wish that he would retract what he said and apologize for implying all these things, but he won't.
You know, I think, like, maybe in the future, like maybe, which would be highly entertaining, I think Anthony really should consider it. I mean, he should. I think he should apologize to Anthony, to Ronnie. Maybe one day these guys can have common ground. I remember years and years ago, Rockfeed was really biased on an interview where he had a beef with I forgot what the heck the band member was, but I love the dude from Rockfeed. He's awesome. I'm not trying to stir anything up. He actually covered my interview that I just posted because it's very controversial with Dave Ellefson of Megadeth. We talked a lot about Dave Mustaine in it. It's extremely controversial. I posted the entire interview today at the Delz show, and they covered it. And that's a 1 million subscriber channel. So, like, you know, I appreciate him doing that. But once again, I'm never gonna like sugarcoat anything. And as my mother would say, she'd always have these crazy sayings. She's from Yonkers, New York, home of DMX and the Locks, Mary J. Blige. She'd say, "Don't sprinkle sugar on shit," which means just shoot from the hip. Stop sprinkling sugar on the shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna sprinkle sugar on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna do that, like, at all. That's for damn sure. But you know, let's continue. I'm going. I went somewhere else. God, I'm sorry, brother. It's been a long day. I got to tell you about it after this. Terrible, man. My car got stolen. Freaking stole my damn kids' stuff, including the baby seat. And school just started. You know what I mean? I ain't rich. Shit. Insurance ain't covering everything. It sucks. But let's continue. Stress.
That's exactly what a narcissist actually would do. For me, people think I'm insane, right? They think that I'm like doing all this stuff because I'm insecure, like responding to people online. Guys, it's not that serious. I respond to people online because they say the same things that Anthony was implying, that I'm a gang rapist or that I'm a bad person, or, you know, sometimes your music sucks. I'm just being funny. The only way I can respond is to be funny to these people. The stuff that you don't see me talk about, if I'm not responding, those are the things that are making me mad.
And why is it that when celebrities and musicians don't respond, oh, they're Hollywood? But then when they do respond, they're like, oh, he's a psychopath. Get a life. Don't you got something better to do? You're selling millions of records and you're like, what? Being a normal person, being a human, interacting, speaking up for himself. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's like you can't win. He doesn't speak up. He's being Hollywood. He does speak up. He's being a narcissist or a prick, right? It's like the guy can't effing win with some people, right? Some people I think just don't like mother effers, you know. It's like that. Like, there's people that see me and they don't like me. They don't like me, and they have no reason to not like me in my real life. You know what I mean? They could be jealous because I banged their girl. They could be jealous because who knows what. You know what I mean? But it's just like that. Let's go.
Video really pissed me off.
Let me rewind it.
I can respond is to be funny to these people. The stuff that you don't see me talk about, if I'm not responding, those are the things that are making me mad. This video really pissed me off and it pissed off a lot of people. It implies to the people that are watching this, the NPCs that follow Anthony Fantano and wait for him to give them their opinion on what they like. They're not going to go do their research. They're just going to go, wow, he really gang raped somebody?
Yeah.
Wow, he really is transphobic? Wow, he is a racist. This is why I sued him. And and this is the point that I'm making. I know I was going to lose the lawsuit. It's not a big deal. It's just a defamation suit. The reason I did this is so I can put this out. So I can put something out and say my piece before Anthony does. Because, you know, Anthony's going to put some video together so he can gain views to pay his rent.
I'm sure he's going to react to this video.
Put this out and say my piece. So if you're watching this and you're not a fan and you hate my guts, I really hope that even if you're not a fan, you can really understand where I'm coming from, because it's really fucked up and I don't think anybody should ever do that. I would never make a video about how Anthony Fantano is racist, allegedly. You know what I mean? I would never do that. Love you guys.
Look how he did this video, man. He totally even, like, kind of had his back. Like, yo, like, I don't even believe that Anthony Fantano's a racist. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, other people, like what I would say, like the kind of people like an Anthony Fantano, I'm not saying 100% he would, but I could see him doing that. But he is a stand-up guy. He's not going to bullshit and take something that's out there in the media and run with it, when that would be hypocritical, because that's what he's doing to him. Anthony Fantano has done to him in the past. You know what I'm saying? And this, let me fix his face. He looks crazy right now. And that's because I hate when people do that shit to me. That's the reason why we love Ronnie Radke on the channel, because he speaks his effing mind and it makes sense, okay? Just because you speak your mind too doesn't mean that we rocking with you. We're not rocking with Anthony Fantano. We used to. You know what I mean? Anthony, you played yourself right around the time when you said Pray for Paris is a trash album or whatever you gave it. That was crazy. And if you're into hip-hop, it's one of the best albums that came out in the past 10 years. Still, Pray for Paris by West Side Gun. Freaking Tyler, the Creator's on that album. The mad people, Wale's on that album. Freddie Gibbs, check that album out. Incredible. West Side Gun with 2 N's, Pray for Paris. Masterpiece. Let's continue.
Thank you for my first YouTube. I am a new YouTuber now, I guess. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you guys on the God is Weapon tour. And Daisy, say goodnight or say bye.
You guys could pause that. We're going to put where you can get tickets to the show, too, in the description.
What's your wing?
Daisy! I love that bird.
I'm such a bad person that I have a very well taken care of bird. Have a wonderful day.
Oh my God. So yeah, my opinion on Ronnie, man, I mean, I respect that he speaks his mind, man, and I absolutely love it. I don't think we'll ever do a live show like this again unless it's like posted where people know about it a few weeks in advance, because it just seems like it just doesn't do well at all when I go live like this. But I do want to thank anyone that tuned in, that checked in, and smash the like. It's been a rough week, man. Someone stole my car out of my driveway, and I had a lot of my stuff from my kid. My kid has special needs. He's nonverbal with autism, and it's not easy. I'm a single father also, and they took everything out of my car. I didn't get my car for 4 days. They damaged it. They damaged it where my insurance kind of shafted me too. So, you know, it's back to school. I've got 3 kids, and it just it has been a horrible week. My webcam is actually going too. It's not a good week. So, you know, I mean, I'm not rich. You know what I mean? I'm not yet. I will be eventually one day, hopefully. But I will be. Don't say hopefully. We gotta stay. But you know, like I just been set back like crazy this week, which sucks. You know what I mean? It really does suck. And I know we'll probably have people hitting me up on social media if anyone wants to help in any way. There's my social media. There's ways if you want to send a buck or two just to help out with everything, because it's like insane. Back to school. I got get all this stuff from my freaking car now. It's a nightmare. And if you want to see my son who's nonverbal, he started speaking. He started singing Changes by Black Sabbath. He kept hearing it. We've been playing it before Ozzy passed away, because that big concert, Back to the Beginning, we were watching it at home, and this boy loves the song, and now he's singing it. I'm going through changes. He's literally singing it. You can watch that at the end of the video we did yesterday, where we go through what they're doing with all the tributes they put overseas at Black Sabbath, the bridge. It's such an amazing video. So watch it beginning to end. They're really doing some cool stuff with all these flowers and notes and shirts and artwork, all these tributes to the great Ozzy Osbourne. You definitely want to check it out. We've been live for 41 minutes. I hope that this came out decent where it's watchable on the playback, but please, I beg of you, smash the like, subscribe, share this video, and shout out to Ronnie Radke, and check out my other channel, The Delz Show. The Delz Show is where we have a lot of interviews, and we have big artists on the show. We've had Megadeth, we've had freaking so many people on here, Anthrax, we've had Kubla Khan, we've had Lorna Shore on the show. Maybe we'll get Ronnie Radke if I could get to that show. Maybe I could get backstage over there. If anyone could help me Please, you know, we really want to get an interview with Ronnie. We want to get an interview with Alex Terrible. My interviews are very different than other interviews. They're fun. They're not corny. We talk about all types of stuff. We don't talk about the typical bullshit that they get asked 150 million times. I do research on them so that they're having fun. You know, we talk about what I think they're into, and it's always a good time. So hopefully we could get them. I really want to get Alex Terrible. Like I really, really need to get him on the Delz show. But you will love this channel if you're new there. I mean, we interview wrestlers and we ask them what their favorite bands are. Like Jeff Hardy, you want to know who's his favorite metal band, and Matt Hardy watched that. So I mean, it's a cool channel. Right? Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace and love, guys. And yeah, man, Ronnie had a lot to say, and I agree 100%. What do you think? Talk to me. We out.